What did you think about the portrayal of Jerry Krause in this? Do you believe that he was? Do you believe he truly was a villain, or do you think that's just kind of how he has to be portrayed? Or do you believe that he was like? How do you feel about Krause?
Well, like the Krause stuff, I mean, because I've dug into a lot of this before already, you know what I mean? So that part of the story wasn't really that new to me, but you know, one thing that I kind of wish, unfortunately he's passed, right? So it would be nice for him to defend himself on it. I always think about that when people are, talked about on documentaries and others, but yeah, I think that was pretty accurate though. I mean, for the most part, it's not like it was just Pippen saying, Krause was this. I mean, you got a lot of accounts from a lot of different people saying, how he was, and that little man syndrome is a real thing, you know what I mean? So I think, and not to blame him, his upbringing, I think that he did a good job at just talking about how he grew up, not a lot of money, he was the short, fat kid. I mean, you kind of grow up with that, and then, you kind of want some of that credit when you finally get some success. So, I thought it was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
He was definitely like I could see like he did a tremendous job in terms of filling in the pieces around those guys.
Right.
But the way, how many GMs today could get away with saying in the introductory press conference before you play a game, hey, this is going to be Coach Jackson's last season, no matter what.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that in the age of social media now?
Oh, man. My whole thing was I just wanted to see, how he really was as a teammate. Because, I mean, you'd heard stuff, but, you had never, seen him interacting, with teammates. Outside of him hugging Scotty or celebrating, you didn't really see him, on a day-to-day with teammates. I wanted to see that and just how he – that kind of how he lived with that aura. I thought that was really cool.
Right.
Yeah, no, same for sure. I mean, because I think that interaction with the teammates, that's a big one for sure. Because I think everybody sees how cold he was, right? The killer, which he was. But I think kind of opening up the other side of him and, some of the camaraderie that he had with his teammates. I love that clip when Ron and Harper and them are just joking on the bench, and he asks Mike for a hug, and Mike just kind of gives him that look I'm not in the mood right now. So I think those kind of.
I want to see how what were the behind the scenes things with the Bad Boys stuff that was going on.
Yeah. So is that the third one?
I think that's the next one with Rodman. I think.
Okay.
It may be.
So is that going back to Rodman kind of with the Bad Boy Pistons and then moving and then becoming part of the Bulls and
I think that's probably what they're going to focus on. That should be fun because Dennis Rodman with the Pistons and Dennis Rodman with the Bulls are two different people.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to highlight Rodman more in the third one too, because I mean him and Pippen. I mean I love both their stories, which I've kind of known about before. Rodman. Coming from the small school, what was it, Southwest Missouri or whatever it was, and and then Pippen from Central Arkansas. It's
right, and that's one of the things I wrote down was just they kind of mention about Jordan being kind of a country boy coming into a big city and turning the fortunes around of what was a baseball town and definitely a football town, but not a basketball town at all. But then you also have Pippen that was from a small town in Arkansas, and then Rodman's also from kind of that blue collar background. So you have this trio of just, not, no pun intended, or maybe so, bull-minded people, coming into this team, and then just kind of the personalities or just how they fit together as teammates, as players, and just kind of the whole thing is just crazy how the puzzle pieces fit together. So
you sign the deal. You should honor the deal, but at the same time, Jerry gave him that deal knowing he was going to regret it. You know what I mean? It's like giving a kid a deal who comes from nothing. They're going to regret this. Especially when you end up being the sixth highest player on the team. I hated that part because, it's easy to say when you're paid, right? You know what I mean? It's I get that. I get where Michael's coming from a team player aspect, but I think Michael's got to put himself in Scotty's shoes too, man. It's dude, I'm underpaid like hell. It's management is. But, I give credit to the guys who are in contract disputes and still play hard. Even to this day, that goes on in the NBA. You know what I mean? Guys who can just kind of just put it to the side while the game's going on.
Yeah.
But not everybody can do that, and I don't blame guys who are just like,
Dennis was like a huge fan of Michael. You know what I mean? Just like even when he was with Detroit and just coming up. I mean, you can imagine a younger player like,
oh yeah,
you finally get on the team with like one of your idols, and like I think and they kind of say that helped like calm him down. Because Dennis was like wild. You know what I mean? But when he got to Chicago, he really like matured and he really like cut it out as far as like the antics and.
But I know like there's the whole bit like they weren't even really friends. They didn't even really hang out.
Well, I don't think Michael could have hung out with Dennis as wild as Dennis was. Going to Pearl Jam concerts and all this crap. Like,
very true.
And I think that was good early on for them to kind of show that Michael, like the story he said about when he went to that party and
he's like,
going down.
Not me.
He's like, I got to get out of here. And that makes so much sense because I'm sure Michael's like that.
7 Up in orange juice guy.
Yeah. Like Michael wasn't outside.
Putting 60, what is it? 60 like 3 points on Larry Bird in the first like playoff series ever is a 7 Up in orange juice guy.